Listen, I am the biggest supporter of your body, your choice. Okay, so for women that are thinking about plastic surgery, handle that. I would just encourage you. If you gonna do it, have Kris Jenner money. 2007, 2025. If you gonna do it right. That's all I'm saying. Kris Jenner did it right. I don't know who her plastic surgeon is. Maybe she got a direct line to God. Because this some Benjamin Button shit right here. This woman looks damn good. She looks Kim's age, if not younger. How? What kind of sorcery is this? If you gonna do it, do that shit right. I don't want to hear no hating in the comment. Oh, she no, don't cap. Don't cap. Cut the shit. She looks good.
Fire to chase after their dreams.
Don't date 50 Cent and don't date no damn rappers. Facts, yes. Wait, just so you know, it took me years to be able to laugh about it. Right. I had to learn to laugh, not to cry no more. But I did it. Yes.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and talking about beating a dead horse. This is probably like the third video I've done her, and I don't do it to bash women. I am gonna bash her though, because at this stage of life, I think she's 60 going on 61. Sometimes you just got to get over the shit. Not only that, she was at a public speaking event where she was giving advice, and don't date 50 Cent has nothing to do with the new generation. He gonna fuck them anyways. The nigga's got almost $1 billion. It's gonna happen. The fact that you got caught up in the pitfalls and somebody was probably telling your stupid ass not to date 50 Cent, and you fell for it, and now you're trying to give advice to younger girls. It's like, yo, like, one, you look pathetic. Two, let it go, right? The reason your life turned out or is turning out how it's turning out is because you fucked up. You know what I'm saying? She's talking about how she learned to laugh and not cry. Need to learn how to hit a Stairmaster. Age is not it's not an excuse to bloat up like that. If you see old pictures of her and you see her 30 years from now, or you see her 30 years later, there is no reason in hell she should be that damn overweight. And that's not me throwing shade or jabs at any overweight people. You know what I'm saying? Because me, myself, I got to hit the gym, tone up a little bit. But there comes a time when you got to look in the mirror and you got to get it together. You got to tighten up, because like, one, if you don't lose it or use it, you'll lose it. So you always want to be tight and sharp. But then second of all, like, you don't want to you just don't want to look sickly. Not only is she like elderly, but she looks bloated. That's not natural to be in your 60s. There are no people that are overweight in the elderly age. Hardly ever you see a person that's overweight and is old. Now, that's not to say it's not old fat people, but it's not a lot of those motherfuckers walking around. And there's a good goddamn reason why. Because if diabetes don't take you out and you got to get a whole bunch of limbs ripped off, chopped off, or whatever the fuck, right? You end up having to get dialysis from kidney failure. You run the risk of having a heart attack. There's just so much stuff that, like, yo, you don't need as a person that's getting older. Like, you don't want to, as you get older, you want to make the least amount of problems, not the most. So the fact that, like, she's overweight and bloated and she's not broke, that's another thing that fucks me up. Like, she got money, so Like, there's no reason to let yourself slide like that. And I have a reason to believe if she let herself slide like that, what was she letting her slide with 50 Cent? He probably he wasn't accepting it. He didn't want the bare minimum. I don't want a chick talking to me crazy. If you can't be disciplined with what goes in your mouth, you probably ain't disciplined with what comes out your mouth. And men, we don't want to be around that. And now you have a whole bunch of women that's regretting the poor choices they made and shit that they could have did better or said better. It's like there's certain times where you don't need to regret shit. How about doing shit the right? Like, you're a grown up. And I told my brother this and several other people. You're a grown up. Don't nobody need to keep telling you the same shit over and over again. If they do, that means you're remedial or you have learning disabilities. Either way, I got to get the fuck away from you. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you don't need like if you don't need assistance, like you're not mentally challenged, you just acting dumb. And whether you acting dumb or you really are, I don't like to put myself around people like that when I know they can do better. So I get the fuck out of Dodge because I don't got time for that. Speaking on older women and elderly, we got right here, somebody posted up on Twitter, some woman said, what type of sorcery is this? And got a picture of Tom Cruise and his co-star. I don't know what her name was. You see him 2022, not just a few years ago. Tom Cruise still looked like how he looked back in 1986. The woman on the left, just like Vivica A Fox, let herself slide. Not even slide, she did the goddamn belly flop all the way down the slide. Like, you know what I mean? There's no reason to go from that to that. Elderly age or not, you could work out. She don't look like she did a jumping jack, crunch, push up, jump rope, nothing. She don't even look like she jogged. You usually see white girls running down the street and shit in spandex. She don't even look like she did that. She looked like she ate donuts and went to sleep. And that's a goddamn tragedy. Speaking on more elderly women, we're gonna take a break and I'm gonna be back for the commentary.
Women that are thinking about plastic surgery, handle that. I would just encourage you. If you gonna do it, have Kris Jenner money. 2007, 2025. If you gonna do it right. That's all I'm saying. Kris Jenner did it right. I don't know who her plastic surgeon is. Maybe she got a direct line to God. Because this some Benjamin Button shit right here.
When you see this picture right here, everybody's been talking about Kris Jenner celebrating her 70th birthday and still looking tight. You got the picture right here with her surgeon, some white dude. I think it was Mr. Miami. I don't know. And I got a picture of her right there. Shoulder blade look a little old, but you know what I'm saying? Somebody left in the captions that somebody said her hands look old and she ain't stopped wearing gloves since. And yeah, they could do all that sorcery on your face when it comes to hands and feet. I don't know if they got surgery for that, right? Like, they could pull the skin as tight as they want. You always gonna see that soft ass, raggedy ass skin on people's hands and feet. And you got a picture of her here, right here, with Donatella Versace. Somebody posted in the captions, what kind of sorcery is they doing in Hollywood, right? You got the top picture, top left, that's her in 2005. Then you got her on the right, that's 2025. She looked younger 20 years later than she did. She was all fucked up in 2005. Then down at the bottom, Donatella Versace, she looked like one of the Muppets on the left. And then on the right, she still looked like a Muppet. Like, don't get it fucked up. She ain't hot, but she looked a whole lot better than she did. I don't know how they gave her a new head, because her head was shaped like a Lego character with a wig on. But they got her right. They got her looking like one of the Braxtons. And I had to tell the woman that left that comment, that's what happens when you got bread. They can tighten your shit up. All you broke hoes on the street, y'all better hit a gym or try to get your money up, one of the two, cause like, you ain't got bread like that, you don't get to it, yeah, you gonna regret that. In any event, if you like this episode, you know what to do, and I'm out. No.